and welcome to another episode of Ask the Doc. I am your host, Jennifer Filzen, and today I have with me Kristy Harvell, Dr. Kristy Harvell, a doctor of chiropractic who owns Health by Design in the South Side section of Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome, Dr. Kristy.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, I love having you here. So I was telling you a little bit before, I'm a huge fan of chiropractic care. I have been getting chiropractic care since I was 25. I'm about to turn 52. So we're coming up on 27 years of chiropractic care. And I'm so fascinated. I always love hearing the stories. How did you get into it? And then how did you take the holistic approach with Health by Design?
Yeah. Well, I think like a lot of healers, I had to go on my own healing journey and recover what I consider good health in my own body. And then you just get on fire for it and realize that people need this amount of help. And you've got to get out there and spread the word that there's natural options that people can turn to first instead of as a last resort. And so, while I was actually in my pre-medical studies, I thought I was going to become a medical doctor. I was having chronic health issues, pelvic pain, and just not feeling good. And it turned out to be related to hormone imbalances, but we didn't know that. Like I literally had to go search from one rabbit hole to the next to figure out what was wrong with me. And ultimately, it was through chiropractic and also through nutrition response testing that I was able to finally restore health in my body. And so that's kind of how we took the holistic approach. I know a lot of people think chiropractic is just neck pain, back pain, headaches. And so we've made sure to continue to carry the actual foundational philosophy of chiropractic through our Health by Design practice and make sure that we teach people that full healing comes from the inside out, and your body can heal. It's designed intelligently. It knows what to do. And so I knew that when I was a patient, I couldn't just get well through chiropractic alone because a chiropractor can't adjust away a bad diet or inflammation in your body from lifestyle or from overstressing. And so, I just kind of mimicked what I had to do to get well in my practice to help other people.
I love that. And you're absolutely right. If you eat junk, your body is going to use that junk as fuel. If you put in premium fuel, then your body will have a better opportunity to heal itself. And you're absolutely right. It is a journey. I've always been kind of curious, if you could take case studies, and maybe there are, I just haven't seen them or heard of them, but you take, I don't know, identical twins, or you take people who have very similar makeup, and you have one that has long-term chiropractic care, nutritional care, holistic care, and you have the other one that does, shall we say, the traditional Western medicine of taking pills and getting surgeries, because chiropractic tends to avoid surgery, right? So it would be so fascinating to compare, how does one perform over the long term? What are some of the success stories that you've had besides your own with your practice?
It's funny, like I say, medical doctors kind of get desensitized for a lot of bad things, like having to give people bad news and death and cancer and stuff. And we kind of get desensitized to the fact that the body heals. I honestly have heard myself repeatedly say, we live in this little magic make-believe bubble where bodies heal and overcome all sorts of death sentences and things that people were told that there was no hope for, that they had to live with, or, that's just, you're going to have this for life kind of a mentality. And I don't know, maybe it's my New York upbringing, maybe it's my Italian heritage, maybe it's the combination of being an Italian from New York, but I just refute that because I know better. The body can heal. And so, we have testimonies from chronic pain syndromes, rashes that people couldn't figure out what was going on, medical mystery stuff like increased blood pressure for no reason. People come here and they get off their prescription medications. They get off of things that were for antidepressants and anxiety. They get off of things that were for diabetes and blood pressure and cholesterol. And what's cool is that I don't treat diseases or conditions. But when we do two simple things, we get what doesn't belong in the body out, like a toxin or maybe a food sensitivity or something inflammatory. And then we put the good stuff in and restore deficiencies and improve imbalances. The intelligent design of the body knows what to do with that. Like your body goes in balance and it can heal from all sorts of incredible, crazy stuff. And I think that those success stories, the reason why they're so varied is that it's the body and it was intelligently designed. Like I keep repeating, your body heals. It has all the pieces and parts that it needs in order to express good health. And if you're not experiencing that, that's your body's way of talking to you. And I think the beauty of chiropractic is that it really helps the practitioner, but even more so the patient, develop this inner communication and ability to tune in and have more body awareness and know how to read the body and listen to what it's saying before things blow up and become a big crisis situation where maybe then their options are a little more limited.
Yeah, like taking the proactive approach. Ah, okay. I love it that you're Italian. I remembered meeting a doctor who actually got his medical degree in Italy. And he said what's so fascinating about what they teach in their medical schools is that you are essentially getting a doctorate in nutrition because there's such a belief that what you put into your body is what's going to dictate how well your body operates and quickly it heals. And
Right.
just seeing that proven time and time again that that is an important thing. And it looks like you're doing so many great things. I mean, I love it when you remove a subluxation, you're taking pressure off of the nerves. But what's fascinating is it looks like you're also getting client testimonials with like autism and mental health, helping allergy sufferers,
Mhm.
helping with weight loss. Like, wow, you're really taking a huge approach, and I'm so proud of you. Who are you serving? Is there a certain age group or a certain demographic that you're serving, or are you handling all ages from infants all the way to folks in their hundreds?
Well, right before I came downstairs to do this interview, I just got done muscle testing a 2-month old infant. So, yeah, we treat everybody from infants all the way up to the elderly in our in our in office practice. And then we just expanded to start being able to treat patients virtually. And that's a little bit more of a niche type of a market. But in Jacksonville, we're really like a primary care center for our families that come here because we're all of that same mindset that if there is something natural and non-invasive that can be done, let's do that first instead of pour on the heroics and do things with a bunch list, like a laundry list of side effects and potential harm. When maybe something the least invasive, most natural, with no side effects, could handle it in the first place. So I would say we see everyone, but then I also jokingly say that I think this is true of all medical practices that it's probably 80% women compared to men. And we have a whole funny spoof on why men don't ask for help or go to see doctors that we usually share around Father's Day.
Oh yeah. That's so cool. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll all have to go over to your office in Jacksonville, Florida around Father's Day to see that spoof. But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. And Dr. Kristy, thank you so much for spending time with us. Everybody, if you want to find out more about Dr. Kristy Harvell and what she's doing at Health by Design in Jacksonville, Florida, please go to Buzz TV at iwannabuzz.com to learn more. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.